2 years ago, a cyclone brought trees smashing down on some of Lester Dean's beehives. Rain pummeled others, flooding took more. So many plants were destroyed, even the bees that survived the storm were later starved of pollen. The loss of the bees then caused problems of its own. Vegetables weren't pollinated for the next season's crops. That reduced the harvest.
Everybody lost out. All the vegetable farmers and the fruit farmers, they just had no cash at all. Nothing, absolutely nothing.
Natural disasters can have unexpected consequences, so anticipating them makes sense. Dean is keeping his new hives well away from trees, and the roof should help protect them from heavy rain. Elsewhere in Samoa, after a tsunami killed 33 people in one coastal village, survivors moved to a new settlement up the hill in case it ever happens again. Trees are being planted along shorelines to protect from ocean surges. Crops are being put under plastic to protect them from heavy rain. Forests are being replanted so they can act as a barrier to flash floods. As communities need to be involved in that, a scale model of the landscape's been built to explain what's being done and why.
It has to start from that individual village level action, then it can be scaled up. Climate change needs to be addressed. It is happening, it is unavoidable, and this project is a really good example how to address it in a holistic way.
The gradual effects of global warming too mean habits need to change. In Samoa, they're experimenting to see which crops fare best in warmer conditions. And then there are the big projects.
Physical barriers are the most obvious examples of thinking ahead. This seawall was designed to stop a fierce sea causing havoc. But not all examples of disaster preparedness are about action on the ground.
One big push by the United Nations is to get insurance into some of the world's poorest places. Last year, the world's natural disasters caused about $200 billion of damage. Most losses were uninsured.
70% of the world has no insurance at all. In the Pacific, the insurance penetration is like 0.3%. I don't even need to say how critically important it is to have insurance for recovery and reconstruction.
Climate change is making natural disasters more frequent and more severe. Increasingly, it pays to be prepared. Andrew Thomas, Al Jazeera, Apia, Samoa.